Thanks for stopping by. I'd like to preface this video by saying it is not a knitting tutorial, but it means to have something playing in the background while you work on your own knitting project. If you're like me and really enjoy having something on while you work, sometimes the content you like is very visually engaging and you're several hours in and haven't gotten nearly as far along in your project as you would have liked to. So that's where I come in. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. Happy Monday! I know it feels like it's been forever since I actually filmed for a proper upload schedule. I have been so busy at work. Literally, it is actually Saturday night when I'm filming this, a couple days before you see this, and yesterday on Friday I was working from home from about 8 until 2, and then I went into work from 2 to 1 a.m. So 2 p.m. to 1 a.m. I was at work working, and I'm still not done with everything I need to have ready because my place of work is going to fully reopen again to the public on February 1st. So it's just been a mad dash. I mean, the whole summer, the whole fall, we've just been planning and redesigning our way of life and the anticipation of what things will look like when we are open, but my company has decided to go ahead and open the doors again. So I have just been so busy getting all that ready, and we had a lot of people who were not at work, like furloughed and everything, so getting them all trained with our new way of life will actually be this upcoming Thursday. So I've just been trying to get everybody ready, everybody's accounts and the systems we'll be using to monitor things, and it's been a lot. So unfortunately I don't have any super happy thoughts to say about that, but there is something new and good with me, and let me show you. I wish I had her over here, but do you guys remember how I had trouble getting this dress on my Hello Kitty after I stuffed her after many years of having her just a skin without any bones inside? And not too long, well, it seems like it was a long time ago, I had a stuffing stuffies couple of videos where I finally finished off a couple projects that I've had taken with me a couple moves now, and I'm like, I'm here, I have all the polyfill, why don't I go ahead, finish stuffing these stuffies? And when I did, Hello Kitty's head was too big. I couldn't stretch my childhood dress over her head, even with all 3 buttons undone. It just wouldn't fit any way I tried to angle it. Her head was too big. So I talked to my aunt who had made Hello Kitty, and I was like, you know, is it okay if I ship this dress to you because you're the expert seamstress? Would you be able to do something with this dress to make it so it could fit? So I sent her a couple pictures of how it looks when I try to put it on, so she can get an idea of where to make a new seam thing, to split it open somewhere so that I could get it on her body. And I had to send 1, all of those socks that I had made for my family back home, and 2, my aunt is working on this doll redesign project with my cousin's daughter, so she needed some acrylic yarn just to make the hair for the dolls, so I had tons of scrap yarn. She picked out what she wanted of that, and so I shipped it all together in one go, including this dress. And actually, I have to call her Sunday tomorrow to tell her thank you. I've been so busy at work I haven't even had a chance to get in touch with her. And she sent me just this dress back to my house. So now we have some Velcro all the way down the back. So it's the whole way through, just like so. So now I can just pop her arms in, close it up again, and oh my gosh, my earring just fell out. But now I can just pop on the dress for Hello Kitty, and she's good to go. So now I can actually give her her winter wardrobe. This is her fall and winter dress, and then the really cute white dress that she's had on for the longest time is her spring and summer dress. So she has 2 dresses to wear, and just like, it's cool. I'm happy for her. But I just got the box, just unboxed it, I think on Wednesday. So it's been a couple days that it's been with me, and I just haven't put it on her yet. Also, this room is still a wreck. I don't have any of my stuff in the back because I had a video interview. Oh, I'm so excited. I don't know. I've had like some really, really good interviews before where I made it all the way to the finalist round, and then I got that emails like, thank you, but no thanks. And it happens. I'm the kind of person who will apply to anything and everything if it looks good, if it sounds good, if it's a really good move for me. And I do have a little bit of discrimination when it comes to what I apply to. It's not just like anything and everything. Like, I am pretty selective, but this position is just like the best step up from where I am right now with what I'm doing in my current role and everything like that. And the support that I have as far as like my references and stuff, everybody who I asked, I needed 5. Usually for jobs in my field, it's anywhere from like 3 to 4 references, but they wanted 5 people, 2 being a current supervisor and a previous supervisor. So I was like, oh my, this is intense. This isn't what I was expecting, because I usually have my standard list, and when I switch jobs, I update it a little bit and get in touch with those people like, yeah, I'm looking for some other gigs. Can I keep you on my roster? And they're like, cool, just let me know when you apply, or when they might get in contact, so you can send me the job description and I can put in the good words. So this rolled around, and I had in this room, because heaven forbid I have it downstairs where I have the worst light and my cats are there and I have stuff in the background and everything, and I just wanted to keep it really professional. So I came up here, and I have my work laptop that I took from work and had it set up, and I wish this could be my office, but I really do need like my computer, though I can remote into it. That's the reason I brought it home, was to make sure I could remote into my work computer, so that when I do go back to work fully, we're gonna have like a rotated schedule, so not everybody is in the building at once. So I'll be on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday setup, and then my colleagues that I don't see will be on a Tuesday, Thursday, and I'll be teamed up with another colleague on the days that I'm in the building, so that we can keep track of what's happening and stuff like that. But I just had this set up for the interview, and I've been so busy between getting ready for that, it was like a presentation style again, and coming to and from work all the time, I just haven't been able to put my pillows back up. And it's funny because I had my like phone, or it was more of a Zoom interview for the first round of interviews, and I had to take all my pillows down then, and I put them back up, not realizing that the second round of interviews was also going to be another in-person interview, but like a group thing where it was about 2 hours worth of meeting with people and stuff. So there was that. So I'm like, I don't know if I want to put them back up if I have another one, because it's not the only job I've applied to, but it's the only job that so far has reached out and has asked me to come into this second round, which is their final stage for them. So after they've met with all of the other candidates, then they're going to make their decision, pass it on to the HR department, and then the HR department will then, I guess, discuss salary stuff and all that, and then reach to their top pick, and then I guess second pick, if the top pick's like, no way, I don't know what's gonna happen. But there are some other jobs that are on the roster that had just recently closed their application deadline, so I imagine I'll start, maybe if they're nice enough, maybe I'll start hearing back from others, yes or no. I've had a lot of no's come in so far where I haven't even had the interview. They just sort of like, we have found other applications that are better than yours, and I'm like, that's fine. I'm not too worried about it because we're still just trying to make sure that everything is safe right now. So if I'm still where I am, I'm lucky that we're going to be having this kind of rotated schedule where I'm not exposed as often, and my company is going to start to regularly test everybody now that we have decided to come together again. And my first pre-screening is actually on Monday. When you see this, I will be on my way to the testing area to get my COVID test, and then if everything looks good, then I will just show on up to work the following weeks. So I'll have to be set up on a regular schedule after that, where I think it's like every week or every other week, depending on how often you're around, that they will have you come in for a specific time every day of your set day of the week, and you get tested. So I'm glad that I'll start to get regularly tested, because then that means if I've had it, or if I do have it, then I'll know for sure instead of wondering. But at the same time, I really would like to not be exposed. But at the same time, it's like I also do need to work. I can't just quit and wait until something else comes up. I have to move from job to job without any breaks, because I just cannot afford to not have employment, regular employment. But there's that. Those are the new and good things with me. Interview went well. I was the first of the candidate pool to interview, so there are some more. As you see this video, there will be other people who will be interviewing this week with the company. And then I actually, today when I was resting, I have some work stuff I have to do this weekend, but I was looking at some other jobs and I saw one that was more local to me. The one that I just interviewed for was actually out of state, and it's on the East Coast, and I'm in the Midwest. And part of HR, I did ask if they offered any kind of moving stipend, and they said they did. But once they make the offer to that individual, they will discuss that kind of stuff with them. And that is something I want to know. When I relocated to the job I have now, there was a moving stipend. It wasn't a lot because of how far it was, or how far it wasn't really. So I didn't get to get a lot of that, but it did help. Some of it did help, and that was good. But I'm curious, because I'm not just moving within the state if I get this job, but I'm moving halfway across the country from being a Midwest girl to being an East Coast girl. But I don't know. We'll see. I did, there's a lot on the table. There's a lot that needs to be met for me to say yes. So even though it's a really good move in a position that is good for me, I'm also not just going to take anything just because I'm desperate to change my environment. And I've heard from my current place that they might be open to considering making things better for me to stay in my role. Because, if you just heard me say that I was at work from 2 p.m. until 1 a.m. the next day, that's a little crazy, right? And it's not uncommon for me during this time of year in my job anyway to pull lots and lots and lots of hours. And you guys probably remember in 2019 when I had worked 22 days in a row. Do you remember me complaining about that? Because it was like right around my birthday, and literally that whole month, because my birthday's in September, and I had to work all the way through my birthday. I didn't get any breaks. I didn't have any weekends off. I was working like 10-12 hour days without any break, no lunch break or anything, and that was crazy. I don't want to relive that right now, and I don't want to relive that ever again. So I am very, I'm very careful because people will let you do some crazy stuff to not really give you a lot of help. And I don't want to say yes to a job that's going to treat me like that again, and I'm not going to stay here where I currently work if I have a feeling that is going to happen again. So that was crazy. It was really, really crazy. But the one good thing about reopening in the way we are is that our hours of service will be shorter so that we can make sure we're keeping an eye on things and just reducing the hours that we're all exposed to other people. So our hours are going to be a lot shorter, and we won't be open for any business on the weekends. So that will give me a little bit of a break, but while it's still the week, it's still going to be pretty intense as it is. So with all of that, I know my intros are usually a million years long. It's just been a while since I've got to talk to you guys because I had so much that I had already pre-filmed that in between the pre-filming and then my really short video last Friday where I was like, I don't even have anything for you because I'm so busy right now, a lot has happened, and that interview being one of them. I had to prepare for that the previous weekend and get that all ready, and you know, all this stuff with me coming into work and working both from home and in person the same day to get things ready for when we actually open our doors fully. It's just been a lot. So what we did miss earlier last week was that I just finished my other week where I was working on this. I didn't get much done, so you only see a little teeny bit. And when I had ended that video, it cut short, so we didn't even really get to talk about next steps and all of that. But honestly, I haven't knit much on that since filming. But today, the day I'm filming this Saturday, is the second to last day where I'm working on this sock. So this is the finished one. This is my brother's fiance sock, so my future sister-in-law. This is a DK weight 100% superwash merino wool from Ravenswood Fiber Company. This is in their Hufflepuff dye lot that they did a limited run of some Hogwarts house different colors, and I asked her what her house was and she said she didn't have one, but she picked Hufflepuff. And I have a nice four stitch pattern, 2-row alternating lace, little bit of lace here that goes across the instep from the after the cuff a little bit down to the toe where I start the decrease, and then I just knit around for the decrease there. But it's nice, it's easy, it goes by quickly if I can dedicate time to it. Now, the one that I'm working on right now, I just finished my decreases of the gussets. So I'm back down to my 52 stitches around, so all I have to do is focus on knitting the pattern across the instep until I get to 8 inches, and then I can work on my decrease rows or decrease rounds to shape the toe. And then I'm so excited because it goes by fast. If I didn't have to do some other things this weekend, I would have been able to probably finish this, but I did want to at least knit off camera my decrease rows to get to the foot part, because Lord knows I cannot count and I need to concentrate on that part. But just to recap with you where we are right now on my wonderful knitting calendar, I'm so happy. We are still in January, and we are right here, the 3rd week of January, which is Future Sister-in-Law Socks. So right here. Now, tomorrow, Sunday, is still Future Sister-in-Law Socks, but the following week is actually my Jolie Mimi cardigan, which I would take you and show you the rest of this tornado-ridden room, but I don't want to put myself through that, and I don't want you to see. But it's crazy in here with all the boxes from my partner. But over yonder, I have my humble TV that is over here in the corner because my partner insisted on accepting a 65-inch television from their mom and dad because their parents downsized. Anyway, I didn't want to get rid of my television because I don't think we need a giant one, but I don't also want to try to figure out what to do with the one that I bought myself. So it's just over here. Maybe one day when we move, we'll have another space for it or something like that. But in the meantime, it's over there. And the entertainment center that it lives on is over there. And underneath that entertainment center is my project bag that's full of my Jolie Mimi cardigan. And I don't think I've touched that since last spring. Maybe? Probably. It's been a while, and I'm kind of scared. It's not the funnest. It's easy, but it's just knitting a seed stitch, a very loose gauge seed stitch rectangle until I make it to about 29 inches because I wasn't paying attention with the first panel and I knit it too long and it should have only been like 28 inches. So now I have to make the other one the same length, and then I have to knit the arms, and then I have to knit the front panels, and then I have to, oh wait, no, then I have to knit the back. Yeah, I'm working on the front panels now. So I did panel 1, I have to do panel 2, then I have to knit the back, and then I have to knit the sleeves. So I'm like, ugh. And then I have to seam it all together, and then I'm really like, because I don't like seaming things, because I hate trying to line things up and hope it's going to go well, and trying to see the very end of my knitting to make, yeah. It's a lot, and Paws and Pearls just doesn't want to do it. So, actually, my video was already so long, I'm going to cut it here. We're not even going to knit in this video. I'm just going to say we were just talking. It was the longest intro in the world, so part 2, I guess, where we really knit will be for Wednesday. So there it goes again. The back fell out of one, and I couldn't figure out where it was, so instead of rummaging through my jewelry box, I thought I could just pop them in like this for the video, because I don't want to not have earrings in, but I also don't want to lose another back. So, yeah, I'm stubborn. Anyway, thank you so much for stopping by. It was really good to catch up with you guys. Let me know in the comments what you've been up to the last week and a half, since I haven't like filmed in normal schedule lockstep with you. It's all just been a bunch of stuff I already made, so let me know what's up, and I'll see you Wednesday. Bye!